Police officer since 1989. I just retired recently from the Portage County Sheriff's Office as the chief deputy there. So I totally understand the law enforcement world and the importance of having a good, strong group of people to be able to continue to keep your county safe. It's been something that I actually campaigned to back in 2012 when I came on. We were losing double digits, potentially up to triple digits due to the heroin overdose. And we were basically sitting there with our hands on under our butts and not doing anything. And I basically talked to a couple of the commissioners, and it just didn't seem to be a priority. Well, what I can tell you is, when I got in there, I basically put a huge effort to say you either pay now or you're going to triple pay later if you don't start to address the issues. And when I came on as a commissioner, we didn't even have a detective bureau that was focused strictly on the narcotics in the sheriff's office. We just had, a general purpose, general duty type of detective bureau. Well, we were able to commit about $550,000 to start that, and I can tell you that Geauga County became the place that you did not want to take and sell drugs in, and you did not want to do it. And we made our communities that much safer because the deputies took it very serious. They did a phenomenal job. The prosecution side of it was doing what they needed to do, and it was a community that came together. And I can tell you that when I went to Portage County, the difference of what policing was there compared to what policing was here was two totally different things. When I got there, I did the majority of the death notifications as the chief, and I could tell you that it was grueling to have to walk up to a door and tell family members that one of their loved ones has passed away. And what I saw there and what I could see just here in Geauga County was like this invisible wall. And thank you for your service there, and thank you for the law enforcement that is here, because kudos to them. Truly, we have a great county, and I fight every day to continue to keep our troops equipped and supplied with what they need, the training, the salaries that they need to attract and retain good people. And it's important. We got a great group of people. I'm here tonight too. I'm the senior commissioner on the board. We've got one commissioner that's been there in finishing his second term, which would be 8 years. A new commissioner just came on board that's been there for about 10 months, and I'm basically here that through the 14 years of me being a commissioner, I've often just tried to. I thought that the professional thing to do was to stay neutral and not voice my opinion when it came to politics. I'm a Republican. I'm a God-fearing Republican. I believe in God, and I believe that one day we'll be judged for what we do in this life today. And I'm not embarrassed to say that. But what I will tell you is that through the years, I think I've made bad decisions based on the fact that I did not get behind certain candidates. I have a fairly good knowledge of a lot of people. I also own Great Lakes Outdoor Supply here in Geauga County, a store in Middlefield and a store in Chesterland. Not sure if you guys have ever been there or not, but we're right down the street here. And so I touch a lot of people, and I try to help a lot of people also through all the different programs. But what I can tell you is I am encouraged this year that I see the dysfunction that we have right now in our county as far as politics. And I have gotten myself to the point that you're going to hear from Steve Olowich, who's going to be running for commissioner, that I can tell you over the years I've always had the ability of having good, reasonable commissioners, at least one out of the group. And now it's a situation where it's a battle, and I'm not here to talk politics, and I'm not here to badmouth anybody. I'm just here to basically give you the truth and the facts. And the facts are We are not working as a team, and you don't accomplish things when you've got a team of three and one person's opinion means nothing. And that person's opinion that's going on right now is myself. And I can tell you that I've been seasoned in knowing going through the trials and tribulations of different things and understanding what it takes to become successful. I understand what it means to make payroll as a business owner and providing for your employees and their employees' families. I understand what it's like to go through, tough times in the county when, pay raises are not a thing. But it's not always, sugar and roses, but sometimes you gotta make the hard call. But what I can tell you is that there's a lot of influences right now, and we've lost a couple of our directors, we've lost a couple of key employees, and we continue to lose them because of the way that the work conditions are. We've got a great county, but you need good leaders and good leadership. And I can tell you that I have had so many people come up to me that have basically, in tears many times, to ask me for my permission if they could put my name on a reference letter, and that they can't work there anymore. And it comes up to the fact that it starts at the top, and it starts at the top with the commissioners. And I feel like what I can do is this. I can be out here speaking to people like you that I appreciate the fact that you're taking the time to do this, and I am going to 100% get behind a candidate that I know has integrity, trust, and honor, and that's going to do the right thing and be able to support and direct and lead the way that it should be done. And that person is Steve Olowich, that you're going to hear from in a little bit. So I never really got involved in the whole political scene, and I'm sure that you guys know I run a pretty intense campaign when I do. I self-funded my campaign every time because I didn't want to owe anybody. God's blessed me with a successful business, and I have not had to go out and take donations and have to be, thankful to anybody to basically get me in there. All I ask is for your vote and support. And I feel that that's always been a good thing to do because it keeps me very neutral and doesn't have to put me in an awkward position when I have to make a decision otherwise. But this year will be a different year, that you will definitely see me out there campaigning for Steve Olowich, and hopefully we can get across the finish line in May to get the primary one. There are a couple of other county positions also that are open that we do need to find some good people, and I will be there. And I hope that you don't take this communication to you guys and what I'm saying as arrogant or indirect or as a bad thing. I'm saying it from my heart. I didn't prepare a speech because I don't need to write something down to be able to tell you the way that it is. So the truth is what the truth is, and I need help up there, and the only way that I could get that help is through your votes for Steve Olowich. Thank you.